It's live.
Hi, Facebook. We're here.
We are. Tiff,
Jack, and we are back.
For the Daily Dose.
Yeah, tonight we have some very important things to talk about, and it's all about me. So,
because, you know, everything's all about Jack.
because everything is all about Jack. Every single thing. So, what did you label our title list?
Okay, so this is 5 questions to get to know your man or your dominant masculine, your DM.
Yeah.
That would be Jack.
Jack.
Now, remember, it doesn't mean if you're a man, you're a DM. You could be a DF, the dominant feminine, right? So,
Where's our camera? Oh, it's over there.
right here.
Got it.
Yeah. And so, we have 5 amazing questions just to help you get to know your significant other better, the dominant masculine.
And if you want to take note, get a little pencil, or you can wait until we're done, and I'll type them all up for you in the notes.
Because you're so awesome.
Tiff's phone is always dead. In fact, we always get the low battery warning every single time we hop on. Because Sean loves the straight hair, people.
Oh, thanks. That's our son-in-law.
Look at this gorgeous straight hair. It does look so sexy.
Thank you. Thank you, Sean.
It's good to see you.
Okay.
It really is.
So here's the deal with the DM. The DM has a lot less words usually to say about.
Maybe a little quiet. One of the problems of being the dominant masculine thinking portion in a relationship is you typically don't say what's on your mind. You just think it. And it doesn't come out your lips. That's a big problem. Hi, Danny. Hey, Jamie. So
Okay.
It's got to come out of your lips, people. You've got to open it up, share what's going on in here, and it makes your relationship a million times better.
So here's some questions that you can ask your DM that will, you know, perhaps get him speaking a little bit more.
Him or her.
Well, I'm talking to you.
Okay.
Okay.
That would be him.
Okay. So, number 1, how do you
Not number 1. Let's start with number 2. That's better.
Okay. Here, I've got to take off this scarf.
Okay, I'll ask the question. So the question is, no, you can ask me. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Okay. What about me first got your attention?
Okay. Is this PG, R, or X-rated?
Oh my gosh. It is PG.
That is so awesome.
Hi, Bonnie.
Oh,
Hi,
who
Bart.
wants the R-rated?
No.
X?
No. Face the...
X-rated.
Okay.
So,
Behave.
the PG going on R version, the very first thing that got my attention...
No, wait. Remember, these are questions that you're asking your DM so that you can kind of get to know your DM better, okay? Hi, Rashawn. Okay.
I'm with Sean. So this is so you can get to know each other better. And
No, this is so that the DF can get to know the DM better.
well,
How to get to know
But the
your
DM
man.
learns a lot about themselves
Yeah,
as
it's
they're
true.
talking about
It's
these
true,
questions.
and that's why we really are giving you these questions. These really stimulate the brain to start helping the DM get to know themselves better, and you'll get to information that you might not get otherwise unless you ask these questions.
So Tiff is asking me, what is the first thing that got my attention about her?
Mm-hmm.
And when we met, Tiff, we were actually at a 12-step program meeting. You are not supposed to date other people in the program, but we did. It was really awesome. Tiff was talking, and when I saw her, and I heard the sound of her voice, and there was something about the sound of her voice that literally woke my mind and soul up. And that was actually the second thing. Because the first thing was her cleavage, and I'm not kidding. It was a shocking moment for me because I had never accepted or tapped into the possibility that I could ever fall in love with a woman. Because at that time, I was definitely in the female gender. I am transgender, transitioning, but at that time...
Look, Bonnie, her boobs.
Her boobs! That's the R-rated version. I could go to the X-rated, but I am not going to.
Oh, honey, stop.
But it was an amazing experience because my whole world began to change that day.
Oh.
And it was fantastic.
Hi, Hannah. Thank you, darling. You made Bonnie laugh.
Bye.
Okay, number 2. What is your favorite trait about yourself? Jack, what's
You
your
want
favorite?
me to keep
Yes,
sharing?
I'm going to ask you all the questions so everyone
Okay.
can get a feel for, like,
Okay.
you'll get to know Jack a little bit tonight. Like,
Okay.
that he's a pervert.
Wow. So my favorite trait about myself would be, I would say it's my tenacity.
Mm-hmm.
That I just don't give up. I just keep going. If there's something, and that I get every single thing I want.
That's true.
And that's my favorite thing about myself.
Okay, number 3. What is the wildest or craziest thing that you've ever done?
Oh, this is awesome. The wildest or craziest thing, there are 2 things that are in a tie. And one was riding my bicycle 215 miles in one day from Seattle to Portland. The bike race was called STP, and thought I was going to die at mile 185, literally. And my family was there with a Coke, and I drank it, and it was the best Coke I've
Coke
ever
is it, people.
tasted. And then the other thing was skiing the Eagle's Nest at Alta, and you have to hike across the mountaintops and the rocks in your ski boots. Then you put your skis on. It's very, very steep. And I really didn't consider what would happen if I lost my skis going down that run. I did lose one of my skis and had to dig for it for
Did
about
you?
4 hours.
I didn't know that.
Because you could never walk down. The snow was so deep, you would sink all the way up to your crotch every step.
Ooh.
But I made it. I got my skis, skied the rest of the way down. Amazing.
That is scary.
I loved it.
I'm glad you didn't die.
And me too. Then I wouldn't be here answering your questions.
Okay, what is the best burger you've ever had?
Oh, wow.
This is a
I
dude
love
question
burgers
all the way.
so much. You know, honestly, I would have to say I really quite love Five Guys. I do. I like the relish. It's just a good American burger. Really delish. But just a single patty, so you can taste all the veggies.
Ah. Okay, number 5. Here's the last question to get to know your DM. What would you consider your greatest accomplishment?
Oh, I would say my greatest accomplishment is following my heart rather than what my mind was telling me, so that I'm right here, right now with you. And it makes me feel like crying.
Are you serious?
Because to get to where we are today has been a series of choices and taking leaps, flying leaps into the dark, and choosing to follow what felt right rather than what my logical brain was telling me I should do. And by and large, this is my biggest accomplishment, because to get here, to this life that I love with every single part of me, I had to choose over and over and over to take that step that I wasn't quite sure how it was going to end up. And I know that I'm not alone, and I know that you, in your life, have this opportunity, and you have things that your heart is calling to and that you really want for yourself, but it feels like the stakes are too high, the risk is too great. And I am here to tell you, and living proof, that the reason I am here with this gorgeous woman, living this gorgeous life and sharing our message and running a business and having a family, is because I chose to just trust and take that flying effing leap into the dark over and over. And every single time, I never crashed and burned. Ever.
That's true.
And here we are. It's just going to get better and better.
Well, I actually learned some things about you that I didn't know,
Really?
which I think is pretty shocking.
Me too. Because you're psychic.
Oh, honey, no. When you're in relationship, having conversations and talking and continuing that conversation and asking questions is so incredibly important. Jack and I have been together for going on 10 years. We met 10 years ago in May, and we've been talking for a decade, and I actually learned some things on this video with you about Jack that I didn't know. And so you can just ask questions, and these are 5 really amazing questions to ask, because your DM will get to know or get to share about him or herself. And I just thought it was fun. Did you like it?
Yeah, it was really fun. And what would be really fascinating is for those of you watching the video, whether live or after the fact, go, if you're the DM, have your partner ask you these questions, or if not, ask yourself the question and share with us. I would love to know something about you.
Yes.
That you learn, or about your significant other that you learned. So share it in the thread. And when we're done, I'm going to type up all the questions because I love you that much that when we say goodbye.
After your 14-hour work day.
It's been a long,
Yes.
long ass day. But you know what? We're serious about showing up.
When we say we're serious, we probably shouldn't laugh. We're serious.
We are serious. Very,
Honey,
very serious.
Give the serious face. We're serious. We're ridiculous.
We are. We are.
Okay, everyone, have an
Thank
amazing rest of your day.
Yeah, thank you for joining us after your very long work days.
And don't forget to eat dessert first because
It's the only way.
Why?
Because life truly is meant to be devoured. Don't stop till you devour this beautiful life of yours.
Okay.
We're Tiff and Jack, and we will definitely be back.
Yes, we will.